It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It's Friday.
Good morning. Yes, sir.
Well, you got my camera lit up. Look at this thing. Look how bright that thing
You
is.
are very bright. I'll fix it at the break.
It's got to be the shirt.
Must be the shirt. Look at what'd you crank up on?
I just zoomed in.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And then
Wow.
I hit the little button on the right that makes it focus,
Yeah.
and it just steered glowing
Oh,
today.
well, I'm just
Got any
glowing.
sunglasses over there?
Yeah.
It's going to be a rough morning.
Wow. Oh, it is Friday, July 16th, 2021, and it is 7:01 almost, and we got rain in the forecast.
Oh,
know.
thanks.
Wonderful.
Yeah, boy, we need it. My grass-
Where?
Huh?
Where do we need it? We don't need it.
Yes, we do. I've had to water.
You've had to water the plants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Go
the
down
grass,
Lake
I'm
Norfolk,
brown.
grab you a 5-gallon bucket, take it home, water your plant. We don't need any extra rain right now.
I tell you what, I'm dry. I've had to water the west side and the front yard. I'm brown. I've had some brown grass.
I'm
already.
good with I'm good with the rain if you want to bring it in, but let it rain from 10 o'clock at night till 4 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. So you don't have to mess with it during the day.
That's
I
right.
concur.
Yeah, so it doesn't mess up the
I
rest of your
concur.
day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it
Yep.
lasts longer, and it does better for your plants.
Yeah,
and-
don't dry out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get cooked when the sun comes back.
Right.
That's right. And we don't cook either.
We don't cook either, boy. I tell you, oh man, I tell you what, years ago working in the garage, you get that, it clouds up, the rain would come through and cool off, then it'd move out and the sun comes back out and all that humidity, you see the steam rising off the roads. Remember, I mean.
Yeah,
used to
what's
be-
that? Well, that's what they call humidity.
That's called humidity. Used to be down there at Maine at 3rd. Woo, it'd be hot. Let me tell you. Wow. Oh, good old days, right?
Right.
Hey, we're enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee. You can do the same thing with 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Brewed Awakening is at Baxter Regional Medical Center. Follow the COVID-19 guidelines. That's probably now COVID-21. Who knows? It's been going on for. They're making a profit now. It ought to be over. You know, they made their money.
Oh, no.
No, not
It's
yet.
never enough.
Oh, never enough.
You
That's
know
right.
it's never
Oh,
enough.
never enough. Yeah, I forgot
We're at
about
a
it.
$3.5 trillion infrastructure plan now.
Yeah, they got to sell more stuff, don't they?
Boy, I
Anyway.
could jump right in the middle of that, but
You're
we
gonna
don't
bite
have
your-
enough
You're
time.
going to bite your tongue. aren't
We
you?
don't have enough time for
Better
that.
stay on Brewed Awakening, the best
Yes.
coffee in town.
Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can get it at Baxter Regional Medical Center's main lobby. And, of course, Bomber Boulevard and 62 East Plaza. Mike and his staff do a great job to bring you the best coffee in town. You can drive through at Bomber Boulevard or 62 East Plaza. You don't have to park at the grocery store and walk in during the rainstorm. You can just enjoy Brewed Awakening coffee right there.
Right.
If you want it at home, they'll let you have some coffee beans. Well, you got to buy them, but you get half pound, 1 pound, pound and a half, whatever. A little bit more expensive than what you pay for coffee at the grocery store, but well worth the extra money, I should say. And that way you get Brewed Awakening coffee at home. Mike and his staff do a great job. All 3 locations. They had a little coffee hut right there across from Flashbacks on the main drag. Built this business. Now he's got 3 main locations. A very nice coffee bar there at Baxter Regional. And then Bomber Boulevard.
Been seeing a lot of that lately.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're right there at Baxter, Bomber Boulevard, and 62 East Plaza is right out in front of Anytime Fitness. And, they've got the mochas, the lattes, the frappuccinos, and then Bob likes the apple turnovers and the cinnamon rolls. And
Now he's talking.
Right.
They're good. I had the apple scone. They were out of the turnovers. I picked one up one time, and the scones are really good, too.
I like a scone.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
Turnover's better. It is.
Yeah.
But a scone is good.
You want a fundraiser? You want a fundraiser?
Don't go there.
Put him on one end of Bomber football field and the apple turnover on the other in timing.
And it'll be there a week later because I like them, but it ain't that big a deal.
Every so often, when I can remember, I bring them in here on a Friday so they can enjoy them here at the studio. But they are good. Those apples.
They are good,
They're
yeah.
really good. Yeah. So check out Brewed Awakening.
100-yard dash, good? No. No. Good? Yes.
We'll put oxygen down there too. Go. It would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Check them out, Brewed Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, we talk with Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris. Anyone there can help you. Perhaps somebody there that I've not met. And caring, loving, understanding. I could not work at a funeral home. I'd be afraid to open the closet door to hang up my coat in the wintertime, you know? I mean, it's just how it is. You know what I mean? Don't you?
I have to send guys over there. It scares them every time.
Really?
Yeah, do I have to go?
Do I have to go? But I tell you
What room am I going to? Yeah. I always tell them they're working in the garage.
Oh, boy.
I can at least get them there.
You know, we laugh about it, but they have to be called to be able to do what they do.
Absolutely.
I mean, I can't. I'll be honest. No. I mean, they're special people. I mean, you know, just talk with the roller frogs all over the state of Arkansas, Western Tennessee. Just talk with them. Roller funeral homes. And Bob had a client one time says, "You need to tell Dale to talk about pre-planning," and we bring that up every time we can.
Yeah.
Pre-planning, passing of a family member, a loved one, a friend, whatever it may be. With all respect, you got the graphic on the screen right now. That's how they do business on a daily basis all across Arkansas and Tennessee. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Home. Can't say enough good things about the Roller Funeral Home people. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes. Let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, 25 years ago, my dad died of cancer, but early 1996, there was an experimental drug that was approved in Europe, but still undergoing testing in the United States. Long after my dad died, that testing was still going on. Now we have an experimental vaccine, but no one knows the long-term effects because it was hastily manufactured and distributed. There's been blood clot issues, strokes, and other side effects in some people. Everyone's body structure is different, and it's not one size fits all. Do Chevrolet spark plugs work on a Ford? Of course not. Fear of illness is not what we need right now. There's nothing to fear but fear itself, and a Democrat said that years ago. Lord, I pray you help us to have faith in Jesus Christ, not the government. It's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Oh, Bob wants to do a trumpet today.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He wants to do a trumpet.
Yeah, right.
There
That was good, Bob.
Missed your chance, buddy.
Ain't happening, dude. Never happening. Never happening.
Scooter, if you're watching, you need to tell him to do the trumpet.
He can tell me all he wants, dude. Tell me till he passes out. It ain't happening.
How about just a whistle?
No.
Morning Weather is brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda's the door for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. The website, retiredtoarkansas.net. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. I do it on a daily basis. Do you know where I? Yes, I sure do. Call this number right here. Time to take a peek at the White River today. Ho, ho, ho.
Beautiful.
Look at the rain coming in on the state line up there.
It's been beautiful every day this week.
Oh, it is. My goodness, look how the bridge is getting the reflection of the sun
Yeah.
a little bit. You got a little bit of a cloud cover that enhances the bridge a little bit with sunlight. The bridge, that's the Highway 62 412 bridge on the left side of the screen, of course. The beautiful White River separates Marion and Baxter County. You're looking at a Cotter. Excuse me. The little clearing right there is the Railroad Museum. There's a baseball field there for Little League, and of course the picnic area and some fishing areas there as well. The beautiful White River in the northern part of the state of Arkansas. Beautiful shot this morning. You see the cloud cover moving in. Straight away horizon would be the Missouri state line, and so the cloud cover is starting to move in from Missouri a little bit. Now, you can go to retiredtoarkansas.net all throughout the day and watch this and time out the rain. You know, you can watch it. And we'll go that mouse a little bit, and you can see the camera icon at the lower right-hand side of the screen. Take pictures of the live stream all throughout the day. Share it with family, friends, or use the screensaver or backdrop. While you're at retiredtoarkansas.net, check out all the listings with Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, and all the MLS listing numbers in this MLS service area, multiple listing service area. Both in Arkansas and Missouri, the Z-Team is ready to serve you. And you could be in Marshall, Arkansas, or Calico Rock, Arkansas. It could be in Mountain View or Mountain View, Missouri, or Gainesville, Missouri, all points in between. Hey, the Z-Team's got you covered.
Yes, sir.
They've got you covered. You know, so both states, Arkansas and Missouri, the Z-Team for all your real estate needs. They have won the most prestigious Century 21 National Award 2 years in a row for outstanding service before and after the sale, follow-ups, you name it. They've got, they handle it. Bob and Linda, of course, they're like everybody else. They moved in from somewhere else, and they came in and where can we help?
Right.
Join the fun, and here they are. So
Yep.
they serve well at their church and other civic organizations, and and other things. Bob and Linda's the door for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793. Morning weather is brought to you by the Z Team. Right now, 73 at Mountain Home, 74 in Harrison, 74 at Batesville, 75 already at Yellville. Marshall's at 73, while Salem's at 74, 73 at Mountain View, 74 at West Plains, but 68 at Springfield, where it's raining right now. Around the region, Poplar Bluff at 74, St. Louis at 70, and in contrast, Watford City, North Dakota is hanging in there at 66 degrees this morning. You can see the line of showers in our part of the country. We'll get to the zoom in here in just a second. You can see some shower activity in the north central part of North Dakota, west, southwest North Dakota, and a little bit in Montana and Wyoming. They've had some pretty vicious heat in Idaho and Washington and Montana this season. Had a big heat wave. Closer to home, you see shower activity to the south of Oklahoma City. It's to the north-northwest of Sherman, Oklahoma, and Denton, Texas, and a little bit of shower activity to the east of Lubbock, Texas. Okay, here we go. Heavy showers on the northwest Arkansas state line. This is affecting the three-state area, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. Heavy showers from Springfield, looks like down to Branson, back over to Springdale, Rogers, Bentonville, and moving down into the Fayetteville area. A lot of heavy rain there. From Bartlesville, Oklahoma, back to the Arkansas state line at Salem Springs. This affects Interstate 49, Highway 412, and Highway 62 in northwest Arkansas to the west of Harrison. You can see it right there. And, of course, Highway 65 from, I'm going to say, Omaha, Arkansas, all the way up into Springfield, being affected by this heavy rain right now. Other than that, everything else is clear in Arkansas. I-40, I-30, I-55, Interstate what's that down at Pine Bluff? 530, I think it is down there. Interstate 555 at Jonesboro, clear at this time. I-55, Memphis to Blytheville, in pretty good shape. We'll move on up and take a look at Missouri. A lot of rain in Missouri. I-49 being affected there from the Arkansas state line north. Interstate 44 basically all the way up into the Rolla area. A little bit of shower activity in Farmington, Missouri, around Highway 67 there. Showers continue to the north of St. Louis and east of St. Louis on Highway or Interstate 64 and US 50, Interstate 57 south, which is possibly part of US 51. Down around Paducah, Kentucky, it's clear right now, but I'm anticipating the showers to move in on I-24 there as well. St. Louis area getting a light shower right now, but I think we're going to get some rain.
Yeah.
Anyway,
will that motion or no?
Yeah, let's see. Where'd it go? Here we go. Show menu. Okay, right now. Okay, it'll take a minute, I think, to readjust. I think it's moving southeast. Yeah, it's moving east.
It's kind of going northeast, isn't it? Just a little bit?
There's a little bit of northeast, but that heavy shower activity coming towards us right now.
Yeah, but it's got to make it by our bubble. See how it's splitting up when it hits our bubble?
Oh, yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
That's the way it normally does around here.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's why my yard is dry, because it rains it rains at the neighbor's house.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
Anyway, let me hit this again because I hit the wrong button. Let me pull this back up. I got to hit this, get this forecast back up.
Please hold.
Please hold. Go back to the camera shop for a minute while I get this straightened out here. I hit the wrong button here. I don't know if I can even get it in time. Oh, well, let's just look at the forecast. We know what the radar's looking like. 80%.
Apparently there's no need to rush, so we're all right.
There's a flood watch box in northwest Missouri, southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas. So just, if the highway's flooded, don't cross the bridge. I mean,
there you go. Hey.
You know, very simple. 80% chance of rain today, tonight 40%, 50% on Saturday, Saturday night 30%, 40% on Sunday. We got slight chances of rain all the way through Monday night. With even on Tuesday, slight chance of thunderstorms. We're looking at 83 degrees, 88 degrees, 83 today, and so just be careful out there. Checking iDrive Arkansas, a couple of accidents this morning. High 40, we had one at eastbound on-ramp, mile marker 239.1. We had another one here on Highway 167 at Highway 258 at White County, reported by Troop B, Arkansas State Police. And so I show you this so you know how to navigate the map. You can check your routes. Take a look at Mountain Home real quick. Man, running behind.
You're okay.
Oh, we're doing okay.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, okay. You can see the cloud cover here at Highway 5 North. Traffic stopped at the light right there. People heading to work. You see the cloud cover to the west and northwest of Mountain Home right now. And Cardinal Drive here. Looking east, and you see Century 21 Lemac Real Estate right here, and you see the main drag. Not a lot of traffic, and what's in there is moving pretty well. Kind of some coming up.
Hold
to the
that.
light.
Hold that picture right there for a second,
Okay,
Dale.
yeah, let me go back. Hang on. Oh, hang on. There we go. Yeah.
In the daytime, every day since Slotsky's has opened,
Right.
from Slotsky's to the other side of the subway,
Oh, yeah.
there is the right-hand lane. People trying to turn into Slotsky's.
Wow.
That far back.
That's something.
Isn't
yeah.
it something?
Wow.
That's what happens in Mountain Home.
Yes.
A new restaurant opens, and they hammer it,
Everybody floods it.
floods it.
I
and
wait
then
a while.
But then what happens? They run out of stuff, or they mess up an order, and then they get bad reviews for it. And it's
Yeah.
just like, well, you can't hammer a place constantly
Yeah.
for 2 weeks and everything be perfect. Because I've gone through there twice, and 3 times.
And the Golden Arches have been
and it
messing up
happens.
orders for 50 years.
And it's fine.
and they're still going through
it's
there.
fine. So give them a break.
Here's Club Boulevard at 62-412 Business Loop. You see Clay Maxey Chevrolet right in here, Baxter Regional in the mountains. You see the cloud cover to the west and northwest as the front comes through the northern part of the city. Checking Missouri real quick. Missouri Department of Transportation, a couple of flood watch boxes north of Springfield on some county roads up there. Be careful traveling. If you're going to Springfield, Joplin, Rolla, St. Louis, perhaps just be careful out there. Norfolk Lake at 569.26, 17 and a quarter feet above 552, the full pool. Bull Shoals Lake at 685.08, 26 feet above the full pool of 659. Pollen today is minimal, 0.5. Grasses, plankton, and nettle. Nettles join the ranks today. 3 tomorrow. Crude oil prices are looking at 71.71. We feel it at the pump. Sting! Ouch! Ooh! Dow Jones Industrial Average jumped 54 points yesterday, closing at 34,987.02. Don't forget about the Dream Network. If you can help them financially, go to dreamnetwork.org. Marlo Lucas is the CEO of that organization, helping women and children in desperate situations. They believe that children have a God-given dream, have the choice. Let me try that again. They have the opportunity or need the
Yes.
opportunity to pursue their God-given dreams.
There you go.
And every child deserves a dream and to provide love and support and necessities to children in need. So if you can help them, go to dreamnetwork.org, hit the donate button, and there you go.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Very good.
Got through that, didn't I?
You did.
Any PSAs, Mr. Bob?
Not that I'm aware of. I do know that Bomberfest is going to be happening August 13th at Bomber Stadium. Going to be a big cook-off. KTLO and First Security Bank are sponsoring that.
The 13th, okay, Friday night?
Yeah, it's going to be
Okay.
on the 13th.
Friday
Sometime either before or right after that is going to be the big steak dinner and the auction. We'll have more information on that probably next week. So
And then
that's all I know. And I know that Austin Callies is wrestling in the Fargo Nationals, the
Yes.
USA Nationals, representing state of Arkansas.
They're
In
headed
his
that
weight
way
class, they are about 3/4 of the way there, I would imagine.
Yes.
If not, they need to have gotten up earlier this morning and gone on.
now. They said they had 4
Slacker.
hours
They
to
only
go.
drove
4
4
hours to go.
They
Slacker,
had 4
slacker,
hours,
slacker.
yeah. I drove 10.
If they've got 4 hours left to go, then they're doing well,
Yes.
and we should be in good shape.
My boy drives to Watford City straight through. He gets to Fargo. Hey, only 300 more miles to go. You know, he's got to go all the way to the other end. I recorded the Church of Christ programs for upcoming Sundays, and Keith Sharp at Highway 5 South Church of Christ having a big hymn sing, gospel sing, and it's the first weekend in August. I think it's, let me see my calendar here, I think it's 5, 6, and 7 perhaps, I'm sorry, 6, 7, and 8. It's going to be a Friday night, Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon. We have a fun time there at the Highway 5 South Church of Christ, and we'll be promoting that more closer to the event, so people be sure to go to that. All right, 7.
Due to some unforeseen mishaps, we are going to be running a rerun of Coach Steve Airy from last week. Our guest, Scooter's guest for today, is called in sick. So
Oh, not good. Hope they're okay.
Hopefully, well, you know.
yeah. So anyway,
Okay, are we
take
time
it
right
away.
to set that up?
We're going to take out and set that up. So.
All right.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home. Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
When you think about
Good morning, Bob Recktenwald here. We're going to talk some sports on Friday. I have with me today Coach Steve Airy, the head football coach for the Mountain Home Bombers. And Coach, this is the time of the year.
I'm ready. Been off 2 weeks, man. I'm stir crazy.
Yeah, I almost called you in the middle of that dead period and like, how you handling this, Coach? What do you think of that?
I don't like it because it's too many days off. Kids are going to show up soft and out of shape, and you go and you work. You got 2 or 3 weeks of work there before you break, and that's all gone now. It's all gone. So.
Well, I understand it has.
I like having breaks, but I like to split them up. I don't like going back to back.
I understand it has a purpose and there's reason behind it, so-called good reasoning. I'm not sure about that, but that's my opinion. But how does Coach Steve Airy handle that 2 weeks of downtime? You don't look like a downtime kind of guy.
I'm not. But I
did
manage to get married. Yeah, and I got to go see my son up in Columbia. So two positive things happened out of that.
That's
seems
exciting.
so in. I got it.
Congratulations to you, Miss Janet, on getting hooked up.
Thank
married,
you. Thank you.
And that's exciting. Let's talk some football. Let's start the first go round here with how do you, and if you can, and if you can't, that's okay. You had a group of young men that played in a spring league.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk just a few seconds about that spring league and the purpose of it, and how did it go?
I started this when I was down at West Plains. I felt like I came into a program that was struggling, and we was a little bit behind everybody. So the natural response is, how do you get caught up? Well, let's outwork them. So we get in this league, and it was an 8th grade league, and we had, I believe, 24 guys signed up, and we just kind of did our thing in the morning, just in off season like we always do. Just tried to stay sharp, lifted weights, ran, did all those things, and we progressively got better every week. And the whole idea is I feel like sometimes the kids have not played as much football at the junior high level as some of these other schools. I know when we come in, we're dealing with a 4-game schedule and stuff like that. Mighty Might's probably playing more than we were. But anyway, I thought it's a good chance to get another 6 games in. You go through your high school career and you play more football. I don't know.
The more you play, the better you get.
I thought our kids got better week through week, and it's a developmental program. We had some guys that didn't see the field in junior high that started for us and played, and they got better and better. So some of the kids like the Setzer boys, and they really came on. And you had a nephew play, and he hadn't played a lot of football prior to moving to Arkansas.
Right.
So McKay kid missed all year with a broken leg, and had the Fox kid that missed all year with collarbone. So they got their season in, and
Sure.
it really helped them. It really did. So
in that developmental time that you're talking about, you take a young player that's not so sure about playing, and Noah's a prime example of that. And I believe he's fired up about playing now.
They were really successful. They ended up winning the league. They lost their first game, and then they ran the table.
Weren't happy about that.
No, and we believe we got a good system. We try to coach our kids.
Yeah.
It's just not a go put your helmet on and go play type of league. We're going to try to get better. We're going to try to develop some kids and get better.
Well, let's talk about the program as a whole, 7th through 12. How did the number? I know you don't have 7th grade numbers yet because that normally doesn't start till school starts, correct?
Correct.
So how are we looking from 8th through 12 number-wise? Are they coming up because of the success of last year, or are they staying a little bit stagnant still?
Our numbers, I believe, are growing, and when I broke them down, I hadn't broke them down. I usually do, but I haven't. But right now, I think we had 12 seniors last year, maybe, or 14.
I think 12, yeah.
So we're 14 seniors this year. We're 22 juniors, and we're 31 sophomores. We're 40 freshmen, and we were mid-30s right now with our 8th graders coming in. That's just the guys coming in, and I'm sure some of them are not coming in, but our numbers seem like they're growing. And
so overall, we're over 100 in the program, total program.
Yes, sir.
And that is a good thing. That is something that we haven't seen in a long time. I remember 3 years ago we were doing a JV game, wasn't it?
I think so.
And there was a team that come from out of town. Of course, everybody has to travel in. And they had a player from 0 to 99 without missing a lick. They had 99. They had 100 players.
Actually, there were some that had the same jerseys, and they almost started Rolodexing over again.
They brought 3 buses, coaches. 3 buses. And that was just for players.
Well,
one day we'll have that.
My goal is I hope we have 20 seniors every year. And if we can throw 20 seniors at people, 20 plus, we're going to be in the game with everybody.
When does the 7th grade kick their season off? When do they actually gather up? First day of school?
Well, Chris Cudworth's going to be our new 7th grade coach, and they're going to crank up workouts this week. So we're going to get them started, and then their season will crank up right about the 1st of September.
Okay. All right. That's good. When you have the number of seniors that you have, you've got 12. Are they 12 returning juniors, or do you have some new seniors that have come in?
We have one or two new ones, and I don't know whether they'll stay, but
that's all right.
That's all right. That's all right. You come in as a senior, a lot of times you're behind,
Yeah.
and once it gets into playing time and offensive defensive scheme, they start thinking, boy, I'm way behind, and a lot of times they'll check it in, but
makes it a little difficult on them, and they get aggravated and figure out that they're behind the curve.
Yep.
But the 7th grade program is very important for the whole development of what you're trying to get going on. And I know that you mentioned just a minute ago that Coach Chris Cudworth is going to be taking over that program. Who are his assistants going to be this coming year?
Coach Kill, Coach Lowe. I had to say those first because I'm not familiar with those two guys. Coach Schrum, Tyler Schrum, is going to help again.
Okay.
Coach Kill, the first two I mentioned, those guys are volunteers, but and then we hired a new guy named Zach Leonard out of Nixa. He's been in it 5 years, been head coach at Nixa, 7th and 8th grade down there.
Okay.
So him and Chris and Tyler are kind of the experienced guys, and then we got our 2 volunteers.
Awesome. And then we go into the 8th grade. The numbers there look like they're growing, and they're good-looking numbers there. Are you keeping the 8th grade separate from the 9th grade, or they practice and play together?
They're gonna practice and play together. It's kind of weird. The 8th grade will practice more in the morning. 9th grade will practice more in the afternoon.
Okay.
Until we got a first period for 8th and the last period for 9th, and some of the 8th will go with the 9th, and so we really have 2 athletic periods right there, and some of those good ones will move up. And this is just my philosophy. I want to win at every level, but I really want to win at the freshman level. I want those guys to walk down the hill from the junior high and say, okay, we're going to walk down this hill and start kicking butt like we always do.
Yeah, we can make a difference.
So we'll take a top 2 or 3 guys probably of the 8th grade and let them play up a little bit if they can help us. If not, and I'm going to tell you that freshman class is pretty solid. Yeah. And I found that out just over that spring league. You don't know it until you go out there and watch those kids play, and boy, they got a lot better.
That's a group, as 8th graders this past year, from our point of view up in the press box, that group's got a lot of heart, and they've got a lot of want to. And that's something that we haven't seen instilled here for a long time.
As parents can disagree all they want, but they really had a great off season as far as showing up at 7 a.m., working in the weight room, and their work ethic and their toughness and their attitude all grew. They didn't want to be there in the beginning, you could tell, but after about 4 weeks, it starts coming, They start seeing some gains. And
well, the mindset changes.
It changes. Everything changes when you work hard at it, when you invest in it.
Mm-hmm. 7:30, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with Coach Steve Airy, head football coach of Mountain Home Bomber football. Scooter?
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because they don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
We're back with the head football coach from Mountain Home Bombers, Coach Steve Airy. Coach is about to kick off his second year as the head bomber, and things have changed for us last year, and we're looking for some more changes this year. Coach, speaking of change, there was a big fear that maybe Coach Mallett was going to disappear and not come back. Has Coach Mallett come back to the Bombers?
We have Coach Mallett, but Coach Ackland did disappear.
I understand that, but that's just a temporary situation, maybe.
Maybe. So Coach Mallett will take over the offensive coordinator duties.
Okay.
We did some moving around. We moved Blake Hendricks into the JV offensive coordinator, Brett Schrabel into the defensive coordinator at the JV. Chris Cudworth went down to 7th grade again. Mm-hmm. And anyway, and we hired 2 new guys. So we're excited about it. We hired an offensive line coach named Austin Jarrett. He was an offensive lineman for Harding University for 4 years. I really feel like he's done a good job. And then got another guy named Brandon Godfrey. I keep forgetting where he's from. I think is it Magnet Cove? Is there a Magnet Cove?
There is, yes.
That's where he come from. He's an old Salem High School guy.
Oh, okay.
So he got a little closer to home, and he's going to be helping me with the defensive line. So
it sounds like it's going to make a big difference. You still got Kyle Stevens is still helping you?
Kyle's helping. He'll go down to the freshman full time when school starts.
Coach Bishop still there? Or?
Coach Bishop is down at the freshman.
Okay. Is Coach Taylor still doing some football?
Coach Taylor will be down with the freshmen as well as Coach Crow.
Okay.
And then we got a guy named Brock Venya out of Yellville.
Has Brock been out of college or high school long enough to be out of college?
He's going to be a volunteer.
Okay.
So he's just volunteering his services. Says he wants to be a coach.
There you go.
So I think he works night shift at Baxter, and then, or he was, I think, working night shift at Baxter, and then he'll come right in the morning.
We've known Brock for a number of years. Brock's a fine young man.
Boy, he is.
Comes from Yaleville.
Yes, sir, he is.
He is actually. There's a long history there, family background, great group from over at Yaleville. Brock Vinga is going to be a good addition to the volunteer staff that you've got there with the Bombers, and that's going to be a good thing. How did our 7-on-7 season go? And can you explain that to me a little bit on what 7-on-7 is?
So when we talk about 7-on-7, it's a skill game is what it is. So you take all the linemen and you kick them to the side. So you're gonna run 6 skills on offense. So it's really 6-on-7. You can throw a center out there and let him snap the ball if you want. That's where they get their 7th man. But anyway, it's nothing but a passing game. That's all it is. So you're working passing game. You're working coverage skills. And we played 2 tournaments, and we had a 3rd one scheduled, and it got canceled. And we left the day open and thought we might pick up a 4th one, but anyway, I'm going to save that and get some heavy contact in. I have some players I've not seen yet this summer, as far as Brody Patterson and Gage Lindsey and Mason Walker. All those guys have been out with injuries, and they've not had 1 rep. So we'll go ahead and get them in on some 11-on-11. But the 7-on-7 is basically trying to develop your skills in your passing game, and it's another way to compete. Gives you quarterbacks a lot of work, gives you receivers a lot of work.
When do you guys start meeting again? Monday morning?
We'll crank it up Monday morning at 7. We're going to go 3 days, and then on Thursday I have Mountain Grove, Missouri, Thayer, Missouri, and West Plains, Missouri are all coming in for a thud scrimmage. So we have a freshman back on the grass field. We'll have our JV and our varsities getting it on the turf, and we'll go for about 2 hours and just try to get some work done. Yeah, it's going to be padded.
Wow.
So, well, uppers.
Uppers, okay. Mm-hmm. Shorts and shoulder pads.
Yep.
Okay. The actual daily practice, being on the field, dressed out in pads, when is your first day of full pads?
AAA come out with that yesterday. I believe it was right about the 1st of August. So we're in shorts,
a couple weeks,
T-shirts for a couple more weeks. So we'll just continue to lift
fundamentals,
weights.
Get stronger, get faster.
We'll probably start installing some special teams and
get rid of some of that extra summer weight that may have been acquired.
Missouri right now they're practicing, so those guys are going to come in here, and we haven't practiced in 2 weeks. It may not be pretty,
but that's okay. It builds character.
But that's okay. We need
full schedule for them, or we're going to have a bunch of bye weeks, or what is it looking like?
I'm really proud of this because this is something we really worked hard at, and I'd like to do better, but it's getting better. I guess you take baby steps, but I come in here, I think our first year, our JV, the year before I got here, they'd played 1.5 JV games. Mm-hmm. Well, we got 8.
Awesome.
So we got 8 JV games. We have 10 freshman games, 7 8th grade games, and 7 7th grade games. So we have a nice schedule for these kids, and it's hard to pick up games. Nobody wants to travel.
Yeah.
They say we're just too far.
Yeah. Are you able to bring? Is it allowed to where you can bring in some Missouri teams to play those lower class?
Yes, and we will play West Plains in the 7th, 8th, 9th. We'll play Marshfield, Missouri in the 9th grade. So we're trying.
Because most people are growing up here. We played Ava, we played West Plains. Back in those days, Gainesville even had a junior high and high school team. We played them. But Mountain Home School was a little bit smaller at the time, so the outlying areas didn't feel so intimidated by the size. So it worked out rather well. But it's good to see that we've got a better schedule laid out for these younger class. and it's going to work out really good.
And, it's just, we're a little bit bigger than our surrounding schools, so none of the surrounding schools want to play us. Salem's and the Yeovils, and I get it. I'm not bad-mouthing nobody. I
Right.
get it.
And did Marshall go to 9-man ball or 8-man ball? Is that what I heard?
I learned.
Yeah, I know one of the schools down a little bit south of here changed their format completely. Went to either 8 or 9-man football.
Yeah, there was two of them. Because I remember last year Mountain View picked us up saying there were some teams that was dropping down, I think, to an 8-man football.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure who.
A little bit different. The scheduling, of course, the 7th grade everybody has to travel. We're in Mountain Home. When you live in Mountain Home and you play sports, you're going to travel. It doesn't matter. You're just going to have to do it. Does it still look like those games are going to be on Mondays?
I believe so, yeah. And then
we've got JV and 7th grade teamed up to play on Mondays, and then 8th and 9th grade usually play Tuesday, Thursday, and then we'll play varsity, of course, is always on Friday.
Coach Husky got us in this league.
Oh, that's right. That's a new
So
conference.
we're going to play Thursday nights in that league.
Right.
We have 5 games, and that's the West Memphis, Jonesboro, Marion.
Yeah, so we actually have a conference title that we can fight for in the junior high ranks, and that's going to be exciting. That hasn't happened here. I don't know that it's ever happened here that way.
And what I'd really like to do is get 7th grade in that league as well, and we play 2 games at night instead of 1, or get the 8th grade in that league.
Right.
And we're playing 2 games instead of 1.
So that way when you make those long trips, it's beneficial for everybody and not just one team and make a trip and come back.
Yeah, it would be good if we get another team in a league like that. It would help our scheduling as well.
Let's wrap this segment up with you've already got some colleges talking to some of your players this year.
Yeah, Alex Pizmenti, I think, has 4 or 5 offers on the table right now.
Isn't that crazy?
And then Brody Patterson has one, Gage Lindsay has one, and I was wanting to send some spring ball tape out. We got some out on Alex, but we didn't get any out on the other 2 because they were injured. But that would have helped them. Brody went down to Tech and did a workout for him and pulled his hamstring, and he hadn't been right since.
Oh, my goodness.
So he's been out ever since. And it's all right. We're planning on getting a big senior year out of him. We're letting him rest, and he's been out a month now. And he called last night and said he's doing better.
Good. That's really good. We're going to take our 7:45 break. Scooter, take us away.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home. Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
We're back with the head Bomber football coach, Steve Airy. Coach, we really appreciate you taking the time to come in here this morning and do a little preseason talk. You know, we were talking about the guys that have started getting offers and serious looks at from the colleges. You know, last year you had a record number of Bombers that signed to play on the next level. And will you take an opportunity to go watch some of those boys when they go?
I will. Right now, my son is going to be at Evangel, so I'll try to catch as many of his games as I can.
Oh, he plays at Evangel?
Yeah, my son's going to be, he plays middle linebacker.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
and we've got a Bomber going there.
He's supposed to be a starter this year. We'll see. Now he's going to have to compete against Brock Boget.
Uh-oh.
You know, we got Brock in there. So, I don't know. I'll watch him play a lot, and if he's way away or something, I'll try to catch some of these other guys.
Some of the other ones. You know, it's an exciting thing that these guys get the opportunity to go on to the next level if that's what they want. And, you know, we say all the time, sports isn't everything, but it's a lot of motivation for these student athletes that may be their only motivation to continue on with school. And I think it's a great thing that they get the opportunity to go on.
It got me through school. I'd been roofing houses or something because I like to work hard, but I didn't like school. Football's the only thing that kept me going.
I've got my oldest son who was the same way, and playing sports kept him getting up every morning and kept him going.
Yep.
He could have just as well got a job and worked all his life, and he just that kept him going. This segment, we're going to talk a little bit about things that are going on for the program that are a boost and things that help the program along. One is an auction that you've got coming up. Talk to us about that a little bit.
Coming up in August, I believe we're tentatively set for August the 4th. We're going to have our football auction, steak dinner. That's our biggest fundraiser.
Okay.
So, you know, it's the 8th or 9th, something right now. It's almost mid-July.
It's coming up.
And I don't know how much we've done. Mike's been in charge of it, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. That's our biggest fundraiser. And the things that we're looking for right now is we're looking for people that want to help work it. So we need cooks. We need people to do decorations. We need sweat equity, as Mike would put it. We need people who's going to come in and say, hey, we need help. Obviously, we're going to have to start pounding the streets for auction items. If any business owner, anybody wants to do a silent auction item or a live auction item, feel free to call me, Mike, Susan Stockton, Miss Jones. I believe her name's Kimberly. It's Jay's wife. I don't ever call her Kimberly. I always call her Miss Jones.
Right.
So anyway, she's kind of in charge of the auction items. So we're going to need that, and then we're going to be. It's going to be coming out. Hey, do you want to buy tickets? And that's our biggest thing is if we can sell a steak, we can get people in the seats, and that's the biggest thing about the money is just getting people to attend. I think it's going to be fun. We'll have a short practice afterwards, and it kind of kicks off the season. And people may say, well, why do I want to go support the high school? It's not all about the high school. We just bought the junior high. We bought 7th graders some jerseys. Bought the 8th graders some jerseys.
Yeah.
And it's total program. We're gonna. These
we
kids
have to get out of the mindset that everything that's done is for the high school. The mindset is this is the Mountain Home Bomber football program, and that football program starts in the 7th grade and it runs through the 12th grade. Every dime that's made, every dime that's raised, is raised for the football program from 7 to 12, not just 10, 11, and 12.
Exactly.
You've got to get over that thought that, oh, they get all the money, they get all the good, they get all the new. That's bonky. It is 7 through 12 football program.
We will have a top-notch football program in Mountain Home, and it's going to start with our young guys, including you, with the young guys, and it's going to trickle up, and it's going to trickle out.
Yeah.
And we're going to be a football town. You guys are going. I'm asking you to be invested in it. It's going to be big.
Yeah.
It's going to be big, and we I don't care if you're a 7th grade parent or an 8th grade parent. You can help with this auction.
Sure. Coach, the steak dinner and the auction is held on the field?
We're going to do it right outside the field like we did last year.
Yeah, some folks may not know where it happened last year.
West end of that stadium.
Okay, so at the west end of the Bomber Stadium, in that open area between the field house and the field, and then set up for cooking, and it's going to have the tables set up like you had last year, and then the auction will be a live auction at the same time.
You bet.
So that'll be awesome.
I think it's going to be a little bit bigger this year. I think they're going to have a band playing the first, kind of when everybody's coming in. They've got a band I think that's playing, and I'm not for sure who the band is, but
and the Gridiron Club is a big portion of that fundraising for the program itself. And Mike and Susan Stockton and their group is kind of heads that up for you. Is that right?
Yes, and they do a good job of just keeping me away from everything, keeping it off my plate.
Which is good.
Which is good. I want to coach football, and they take care of this. And I was fortunate that I had those kind of people in West Plains, and I have those people in Mountain Home, and they keep in touch. You was talking about John Cobb a while ago, and David Hall is still big with us. That helps us a lot. But
so we've got that auction and the steak dinner and all that stuff going on in August, and then come the benefit game. Is that when Bomberfest is going to be? We had to not have Bomberfest last year. We haven't had it, I don't think, in the last 2 years. Bomberfest is coming back, and I think they're coming back in a big way.
Bomberfest is going to be the 13th. I believe our benefit game is like third week.
Okay.
We're going to go to Jonesboro for it.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what else I want to do. I want to mention those cards. Those cards will come out in August as well. The
discount cards?
Discount cards will be coming. So they're in the process of they're in the works right now. So they'll be coming out soon. But yeah, Bomberfest is going to be on the 13th. My son's going to be in town. The Preston Area Band will be playing there. I've never done it before. I'm looking forward to it. I hear it's a good time. It's a big time.
I know they're going to have a competition cook-off sponsored by KTLO Radio and First Security Bank. And I believe they're doing everything from potatoes to ribs and steaks. They've got to make enough that they can pass out their wares to be free to the public when they come. There'll be a People's Choice Award that will go out. There's some more details on it on KTLO.com. I'm going to have to freshen up on that a little bit for next Friday, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. But Bomberfest generally is a pretty big thing. There is smoke everywhere. It used to be just a rib cook-off, and it was barbecue smoke everywhere. You could smell it from Lake Norfolk.
There you go.
And I think we're going to try to do some type of team activity that night as well. But anyway, it's another good night of football, and I like food too. So.
Oh yeah, it's in the air. Football is getting in the air, and it's about that time of the year. How do you run your practices? Can grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, can they come sit in the bleachers, watch them kids practice?
I'm an open practice guy. I believe in that. I want people to see how we practice. I want people to support me, not criticize me. And we're going to run a sharp, crisp practice. You can figure out why Johnny's playing or why he's not playing. Just go sit in the bleachers. You don't
exactly right.
You don't have to come get me. I mean, you can watch for 5 minutes and figure it out. But that tells a lot, and that I just think.
I'll throw this out here from my years of doing Pee Wee football. If you want to know why your son's not seeing field time, you need to be at their practice and know why your son's not seeing any field time. It's not Friday night, it's not Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night. That's not when that decision is made if little Johnny's going to play. That decision is made Monday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, Thursday afternoon, when those boys are supposed to be out there giving their all to practice and fight for a spot. If he's kind of lackadaisical and he's kind of standing behind everybody and nobody really knows he's there, it's because he's not putting the foot forward to want to play. And when he comes home, well, I didn't play today. Now's not the time to ask him why he's not playing, and you sure don't need to call that coach. You need to come down, take a little bit of time, sit in those bleachers, and see if he doesn't all of a sudden get to the front of the line, and that'll happen.
Yeah, and we want all of our guys on the field. I want all my guys playing. I want to try to get them all. You know, we have